come down for another session down at Ringwood. I've decided to hit White Lake. I did say last time if I'm going to blank, I might as well blank on this lake, 'cause this is a lake I want to catch on. And I wasn't going to do a vlog because during work at lunchtime, well, I tried to jump over a puddle being foolish, and inside the puddle there's a stone, and I twisted my ankle, so I shouldn't really probably be fishing because it is quite swollen. I might show you the photo later on how bad it is. But anyway, I come down to White Lake straight from work because I finished work early. I went to work with the truck loaded with ambitions to come here, and because my ambitions was there, I set out to come down here anyway. So I fished same tactics as you've seen before, the fox hair rigs. I've used practically all the same tactics. I come down, and funny enough, caravan swim was available again. Nobody was in there. It's a bit of a trek with a bad ankle, I know, but I've got my man with me as well to give me a hand, which is Tom, so quite grateful for that. But anyway, get to the good bit. I was fishing probably. I went over it again with a weight. I don't know why. I've been over it a couple of times, but I think I found a nice spot to the left a bit further, and it was, I know, it was on the edge of light. I know quite a hilly bit, so the weight wouldn't settle in to start off with, and I thought that's a nice bit, 'cause it's a bit of gravel as well, so I thought the fish might be coming out of the deep for there as well. It's about 19, I think. Well, it was 19 wraps. The other two were set on 10 because there's fish showing at about 10.5 wraps. One of them did have a solid knock. It did end up with a soaked live system boilie instead of a normal live system. So there is a possibility of that boilie being off, but I'm not going to reel in a cast out because it is in a good swim on a bit of gravel. And anyway, other than that first knock, nothing really happened. Got to about 12 o'clock and the rod rattled off. I'll show you the fish later on. It's a lovely scaly mirror carp, and thankfully it's my PB. My PB, I've been chasing 30s for, I don't know, 9 or 10 years now. I've had multiple fish at £29, and this session I've managed to not just break a 30 but break the 40 mark as well. I've managed to pull in a fish weighing in at £41.10. I've had cats to £44, but not quite as special as this. So I look forward to showing you a bit more later on in the video. I said if I didn't catch the PB, I probably wouldn't have done this video because obviously my ankle hurting and everything else. But people say break a leg gives you luck, so it certainly has tonight. So this is the particle mix I used last night. It's similar to what I've used before. As you can see, it's got the pellet, bit of live system pellet, live system boilies, a few triple X boilies, bit of corn, bit of hemp, crushed tiger nut from the mainline power particle range. Yeah, so pretty simple. You got a few 18mm boilies, a few 15mm, some of the bigger pellets. As for bait, I've been using some of these live system from this mix, like one of these boilies. And what I've been doing is putting that on, tipping it with a piece of corn, and hooking a nice little PVA with four boilies in it. This has been glugged with your liquid bloodworm compound, as well as a live system glug. what I done then was I freezed it, because I made it last session actually. I thought if I freeze it and unfreeze it, it might soak into the boilie a bit as well, which it has. They're lovely and soft. They are. It's well, really soaked into it, and yeah, well, it worked obviously. And as for spodding, it's normally most people spod in the same place. What I done last night was as you've seen before, I've found a couple places that are nice to catch, and they seem to run along in a couple bars. And what I've been doing is I've been baiting up along the bars, on the 2 bars, and one of them's on a shelf, which obviously the weight sits back a little bit as it rolls back off the shelf. But I think that's quite nice, because as they come out of the deep as well, they'll see that on the way out if they do go down in the hole. On the bright side, they also use that to run across to the island there. And there's another gravel patch. There's like a bar as well that runs all the way across at about 10 or 11 reps. And basically that's what I done, was I spommed all the way along the gravel patch instead of spomming in one place. I thought if I spom along it, hopefully it gets the carp feeding all the bait, and they'll use it as a pathway. Or otherwise, like if you get them all in the same spot, they'll either get wary, or well, they might not find the spot. But if they find a trail of bait across the water, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? They'll follow that trail of bait if they're hungry. So, and it seemed to have worked last night, thankfully. So, quick update. Well, no fish come as of yet, other than the one. We had a few knocks. One of them we thought was going to come into a run, but it didn't. So there's definitely fish feeding in this swim for sure. Like I said, we've heard them splashing. We've had knocks. I'd say they're more liners than anything though. And we've snagged one, which is my PB. But yeah, like I said, nothing really to report that's happened since and up until now, which is this morning. So never know, you might be lucky, you might get one last pull. Oh, look at that! That is a dark colour, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks brighter than that.
Look at that. New PB. 41£10. Monster. Cool.
Ready?
Even taking a bucket of that. So here we are, ready to go on. Had a cracking session with a PB. We hadn't done a quick 24 because everybody's pestering me to go to A&E about my ankle, but should be alright. Anyway, like I said, we only had the one fish, but the fish we had was brilliant. One of the best looking fish I've had, one of the biggest fish. Well, it's the biggest carp I've had. And fingers crossed, I don't know whether I'll come back here again. I might do, or I might hit Hightown. There's a few lakes that sort of open me up a little bit on wanting to fish. Also, we're thinking about heading down, being Dorset catches and everything. It's not just about the carp fishing. We're thinking about heading down to Chesil soon and doing a bit on the Jurassic Coast. Being Dorset, that's the biggest thing it's renowned for. So we're going to give it a shot down there, we reckon, soon. But that's when I feel up to walking on the pebbles. I took a risky one today, I suppose, fishing, but at the end of the day the truck was already loaded, and when I've got something in my mind I'm set to it. And it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Definitely a memory I won't forget. And like I said, this is my favourite swim. and we're all ready to go on now. All packed up. Big barrow full of stuff. Gear for one of us. 2 brollies, 2 bed chairs for 2 of us to sleep. So ideal. See you on the next episode.